6 months ago. Yeah, 6, 7 months ago now already. I mean, this year's flying by. But beginning of 2022, I was where you might be right now, sitting there watching YouTube, thinking to yourself, how am I going to feed my family during this recession? Not a recession. How am I going to combat inflation and continue to provide healthy, nutritional food for my family? And you're likely coming across homestead videos and you're thinking to yourself, oh, there's the answer. And I absolutely agree with you. Now, for some of us, we can pull the funds, we can make it happen, and we can get acreage right now or in the soon future, and that is okay for us. But the rest of us, well, we got to work with what we got. And I was blessed this year to get to move onto my aunt's property, and she's got about a half acre altogether here in Michigan. And I mean, I came from the south end of the city, the hood, and my backyard was not much bigger than my garden, really. If you take my garden, at the greenhouse, and then the little section here between where I'm standing, that pretty much constitutes my entire backyard before. And even then, in 6 foot by 8 foot space, I had my own greenhouse made up, and I was producing food. So I mean, you can do with whatever space you got. You just start doing the numbers. The most important thing, start yourself a garden. Whatever space you've got, figure out where your sun's at and where it's good. Figure out what you and your family eat the most of, eat a lot of, and get it in the ground. Figure out what can be canned, what can be frozen, what can be, dried, pickled, however you want to store things long term. Chickens, rabbits, even, great small property animals. I got 6 chickens. We're looking at roughly just over an 80 square foot run. That's outdoor area for them. They've got just over 24 roughly square foot in the house here, at the coop. And plenty of room for all 6 of them. 6 of them, that's a dozen eggs roughly every other day. That's pretty good, That should suffice most families. And, if you eat less, then you can get even less chickens. And then over here, we're at another 4 foot by, what does it end up being? Like 16, 18 foot. So I'm going to put my meat chickens. I'm going to run 10 meat chickens at a time. Plenty of space to run 10 birds. Harvest them, get them in the freezer. If there's enough time left in the year, run another 10 birds. If not, wait till next year. I got meat for the winter. Greenhouse. Comes in all shapes and sizes. Most of them are under $200. The big ones, $250. And this is 10 foot by 20 foot. I fit. I ain't gonna go too much into the crop here, but we've got our cannabis crop up here, along with some carrots. Got strawberries hiding in there. I got my pond. Got my turtles and my goldfish. And we got our fall seed starts, some late winter or late summer crops that'll probably have to be grown in the greenhouse, but thank God I got it. And all this, so my greenhouse, my garden, my chickens, this is only, let's see, 20 30. This is probably a 40 by 30 square, foot space. And now that's more than some of y'all got, and that's fine. I understand that. I still think you can do it. Figure out what space you do have, make the most of it. I said I got a half acre, and most of it goes to my kid, so he can play and enjoy it. Because that's really why I moved out here in the first place, was to get him out of the bad parts of the city, and so he can go outside and play. Because I couldn't do that where I was before, but now I get to. So we got compost, making compost. Plus, that's not even counting the 80 square feet of compost we're making from the chickens. And all this, just the whole goal here, and what your goal should be, to prepare for all this and plan for all this. I'm working towards land. I think you should be working towards land too. We all should. That should be the big goal, the big picture. With a couple more acres, I can think about getting sheep and cows and pigs and all that. I can't really do that efficiently here, not without, cutting into my bottom dollar. And the whole point here is to save yourself money, so hopefully you can save that money towards some land and towards more self-sustainability, because that's what the goal should be here. We should all be working towards self-sustainability, self-reliability. And then if you can create a little bit extra when the times get hard, and the poo hits the fan, then you might be able to not only take care of you and yours, but help out your neighbors. If we can get 4 or 5 of us in our neighborhood using what space we got to be ready, then when the supply chains go down and when the supermarkets are empty, we can still have food to eat. So I think that's my advice to everybody, is just look at the space you have, figure out how you can best utilize it. You don't need to take up your whole yard. You can easily grow some tomatoes and other overly abundant, heavy producing plants in a small space. And I think that's what I'm going to try to do best here on this channel, is just show you how to work with what you got. Like, look, right here, this is something everybody can do, right? Containers. This is my potatoes. I got 3 potato plants in here. I'm expecting, I don't know, 6 pounds potatoes. My habanero, this is her 3rd year. Okay, 2nd year producing, 3rd year of life. Beautiful, healthy. She gets trimmed back and overwintered, and that's the joy of pots. You can overwinter your plants. You can put them in your greenhouse. You can take them in your basement, put them in, wherever space you got inside. Keep them going. Some of them grow inside if you got the space. Like, in the modern era, there really is no excuse. We just got to do it. This is so easy. I didn't prepare this land. I didn't till it. It was all covered in root, viney plants. Had been the worst imaginable starting situation you can think of. And already my 1st year, I've been eating off my land. And it's really just a test of what is my land capable of producing. Where's the good spots in my land? What likes growing here? What doesn't? And next year, I plan to double or triple my output, so that hopefully I can not only feed myself, but I can put a little food stand out front and feed my neighborhood. So make sure you hit that subscribe button if you ain't already subscribed, and come along this journey with me. I'm not that far ahead of you, and we can do this together. Instead of trying to look at these people who are so far ahead of us, it's good to have the dreams and dream big, and watch those people. I watch everybody, okay? That's all I do. I spend 20-30 hours a week of my free time on YouTube just learning. And so my brain is just a compilation of 100 hours a week of information on farming, raising livestock, permaculture, organic techniques, revitalizing the soil. Just everything that you need to be an urban homesteader. And I want to share it with you. I want to grow not only some food and grow our gardens together, but I want to grow ourselves mentally, spiritually, and as a community, because the only way we're going to get through any of this stuff coming up, guys, is if we learn to stop all this dividing and fighting and bull crap, and remember that we need each other and we love each other and we got to come together. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. Let's grow this community together. Make sure you hit that thumbs up so other people can see this. And please don't be shy. Drop whatever you want in the comments. Say hello, information you want to share, stories you got to share, tips, tricks, I don't care. Drop it in the comments below. Hate, I really don't care. I want to hear it all. Send me some love. And until I see you guys next time, peace.